The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. What you think about?
Well. Welcome. I've got a guest here today with me. Everybody want to give a hand of applause to BurningClay for coming up behind us. Give me just a second. Make sure we've got. I'm not seeing your audio peak up. I don't like that. So we're gonna make sure we've got. I figured we might have a little bit of a hiccup somewhere. Let's see here. Let's see. Give me just a second. Let me. Yeah, you know what? You're still hid. Let's try it now. Say something quick. Give me 2 seconds. The visualizer may just not be working. I may have to tweak that. But I would much rather. Okay, one more time. Tweak that. Okay, one more time. Tweak that. You could say something one more time. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's not bringing the audio. Give me 2 seconds. It should be bringing the audio in. There, I figured there'd be some sort of hiccup somewhere. You know, when you're doing something new, there's gonna be some sort of bull crap hiccup somewhere. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can hear you. I couldn't for a second when I took the headphones off. I mean, just like this first time I ever use this damn thing, and you can actually upload your. See where you can upload your like logos and shit, where it'll just show your. You know what I'm saying? It'll show your instead of showing your face, it'll show your logo like I'm doing right now. Let's see, 2, and then. Let's try this one more time. If push comes to shove, we'll work out this later on and just go to Discord. All right. Give me something. Let's just go to Discord. We'll figure this one out when we got time. I don't know how much time you've got today, do you? Well, yeah, let's just go to Discord. I'll send you a call real quick. I think there's a way you can add. And I'll just end this here. All right, we'll figure that bullshit out another time. How about that? Yeah, let's I'm going to let me tweak something real quick and then we'll I will get us started, I guess. If I know I've got that damn thing in here. Here it is. Here it is. All right, say something. What? Okay. Well, give me 2 seconds. I know I can tell you're speaking, but it's I actually did not hear you then. So let me say something now. Oh, I hear you. And it's a good thing I put that visualizer. I wouldn't even know that you had said anything. The downside is if Scott is it. If someone's able to join us, you'll every time you speak, it'll flare up on him vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that is a little bit of a downside, but you know, it's gonna be what it is. It's going to be what it is. Yeah. that's what happened with me. I had to go to the gear and change my default audio output. I don't know why I did that, but it did. If you want to try that, see if that fixes it while I share something real quick, we'll if it works, it works. If not, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me now? All right, 10-4. Hey, I knew there was gonna be a little bit of a crap. 1 second, let me grab this aggravating thing here. Hey. Gotta love how some of this crap does. Hey, how's it going? Sweet. I figured there'd be a little bit of a hiccup somewhere in here. I do want to sit down and figure out how to get that video ninja going, but I gotta have somebody to help me out do that sometime. And let me test the chat real quick. Chest the tat. Chest the you done got me. Oh yeah? There's no audio. I'm glad you said that then. Because we would have done this whole damn routine and nothing. Where are you at? Okay, that's weird. Because like I've added that in here. But like it's not there. That's weird. It's weird. I didn't have so many daggone different audio sources. This would take only a second. But no, I had to go and add all kind of audio sources. So what we're gonna do? So let's make sure. Oh wait, I can just add an existing. All right, repeat that one more time.
Repeat that one more time.
You should be able to hear yourself now.
I did hear myself just now.
Yeah, I don't know why, but everything else I've added via I've an nested scene just for audio, and everything else pulled from there, but that one bit. I'm not sure why. Let me get my glasses on. I just realized I ain't got them on. Gonna be doing enough reading. I'm probably gonna need them. Yeah, let's get to our first story. How about that, Cully?
Sure.
Yeah. And I may be better with them off. I don't know. They're kind of. I set them down. They're kind of a little dirty. So Clay, if I remember correctly, aren't you a little bit of a Stargate fan?
I mean, it's actually funny that you say that because I was just watching a couple episodes of Stargate yesterday with the boy, and I was telling my wife about how I used to watch it with my dad when I was younger, and I forgot how good the show was.
I can't believe you said that because that was what I was thinking while I was watching with my boy a few weeks ago, and even a couple of months ago. I just started watching it again. And I was sitting here like, I can't believe I forgot how good this was. I think I was in like Atlantis or something, and it was Stargate Atlantis, and it was just so dang good. Like I was wanting to watch Star Trek originally, and it wasn't working, and because it was back when we had the crappy internet, and then I went over and was able to watch Stargate on Prime, and it was like, this is better than what I was seeing in Star Trek. But it was like, that was the exact same words I used. That's like shocked me.
Hey, great minds.
Great minds. That's right. That's all right. Great minds think alike there, son. Let's put a little bit of where everybody can see it. In fact, let me go ahead and change over to where it'd be a little easier for everybody to see. Yeah. I still had video. Still had the sound on my phone. I hope it didn't go through too much. And let me actually make sure we are actually technically live everywhere. Oh, we're having a little bit of an issue on Rumble. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I have to actually. Damn it. Rumble is a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like I have to. Yeah, like I've noticed I have to. Like this is my third time streaming here, and I keep forgetting. Which I would only know from yesterday that I have to actually. I have to actually go and put in the codes and everything for it to do. Let's see here. I'm gonna reload the source image and see if we got the live. I can see why some people are on one of the few podcasters actually watch on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reload it because I think it's just let's just how is it offline? I know I'll hit start and I know it's sending it, so let me give it a reload one more time and see what happens. Oh, we are live. Okay, so that's what I want to make sure of. I just gotta make sure Rumble is a little more tricky, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I checked that because that would have totally sucked. Totally, completely sucked. Everywhere else seems to be good. It's just you just gotta watch out for Rumble. But I've gotten way more viewers out of Rumble. So yeah, I'm actually enjoying doing Rumble anyway. But for the people on Rumble, we were just apparently me and Clay both thought the same thing about Stargate, like almost exact same words. Forgot how good it was. And I remember this rumor from a few months back, and I've never really talked about it. But this thing is, was it 2 weeks? Less than 2 weeks. We have I'm gonna say the first Stargate game. I think there was like a little small thing they done one time. It was like remnants of something. They just threw Stargate name on it, and it died pretty quick. But yeah, we have a first Stargate game coming out in less than 2 weeks, man. Unless there's another delay. Yeah, Stargate Timekeepers. Yeah, maybe we should discuss that one too a little bit while we're on the Stargate subject. What do you think? That would be pretty wise, probably. But yeah, so the Stargate back at Comic-Con, I kept hearing rumors that they were going to have a big Stargate announcement at Comic-Con this year, and it never came. Of course, there wasn't a whole lot at Comic-Con with all the strikes and stuff going on. And at first I was like, well, you know, there's nothing to it. And then that Monday, they announced the first release date that they missed for the Stargate game, Stargate Timekeepers. And I said, well, it looks like there is something for this. So I'm still kind of, I'm waiting to hear something. I'm hearing there's a push to get an announcement out. And I really think they need it. They need to do something with it. Speaking of which, do you know who owns Stargate now? Thank God, no. Thank God, no. I'm still concerned about the owner. They've done questionable things, but they've also done some really good things too. It's like MGM got bought, which is the property owner of Stargate, James Bond, and some other properties. They were bought out by Amazon. That's what I said. I heard rumors on who could be doing these. I'm hearing Amazon wants to get a movie out, but there's a big push to get a series out too. A new movie. Oh yeah. Now, okay, now that's what I'm been concerned about. When I first started hearing it, I was scared that this was going to be a complete reboot. However, I've been hearing some things. A lot of my sources do come from the YouTube channel Sidetrack. And he says that he's from talking to people at cons and seeing other actors, that some of them have been how should we put this? Getting feelers out, and because it's been a while since I've heard his exact wording, so I'm trying to remember it. Basically, they were being quiet. They were trying to get bit parts and stuff, but it sounded like it was going to be, in some degree, a continuation of it. So it sounds like there's going to be, of course, new main characters, but returning side characters from the series looks to be a high probability from what I'm hearing, if true. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. We don't really have an announcement yet, but I was hearing, actually on Sidetrack again the other day, that some of the higher ups are pressuring Amazon Studios to make some sort of announcement like that. That one of the timelines I heard was a possibility of, I don't see any way this year. Not unless they've been doing something behind the scenes too rushed. Yeah. I think best bet would be what do you call it? June of next year would be not rushed, but quality, but still close enough. I think that would be close enough time. I've heard the last I heard there was 3 interested parties for showrunner or series franchise runner. I pretty much heard that the 1 second. Sorry, you know who went off. I'd heard that Brad Wright had done some treatments for MGM, trying to get the series back up and going, but obviously they didn't like it, so they went on with something else. But I was hearing there was 3 sets of people or groups that they were looking at running this thing. One of them has me highly concerned, and one of them I don't know much about, but I've heard good things about, and the other one I would be a heck yes if we got. They were JJ or Jar Jar Abrams, the Expanse crew, and Mick G. Do you know anything about those people? And what are your thoughts on those people? Because I know very little on Expanse. I have my own feelings on Jar Jar. And Mick G, I would be heck yes on. Okay, did you ever watch Supernatural or The Boys? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's hey, you know what? Let me make sure. It may not have. I'm gonna be pissed if it's done that again. I changed scenes and I think it took you away. Shit. Damn it. I don't know why it does that.
What did it do?
Like I just noticed it wasn't picking up your audio. It's because I changed scenes and this one for some reason doesn't have the Discord audio, but yet it's in the NS audio. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to get it in behind the scenes and take a look.
So
at
everybody missed my amazing, super insightful input for the last few minutes.
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh,
I know.
Well, I have to apologize to anybody out there watching this because, you know, I was just dropping some mind-blowing knowledge
My mind
that
is blown.
it's just, you know, you're never going to know.
That's
you're
right.
never going to know.
It's all Puddle's fault.
Pretty much.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, they, don't worry, I have no intention of changing but besides these 2 scenes, so we shouldn't have that issue anymore today. Oh shoot, things always have a hiccup with Puddle and RocketKazt, right?
Hey, if it was smooth, then it wouldn't be, you know. It just wouldn't be the same.
Speaking of which, how do you think of the name? Should we change it or you like it?
Well, here's my thing that I couldn't help but notice.
Oh yeah?
Is what's the deal with the Z before the T?
Well, you know how you have podcasts, and podcast is spelled with an S in front of the T. We replaced the S with a Z. And
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why that is. Why is it's weird. 1 second. Error? Trying to figure out where Apparently, we forgot guest one's little logo somehow is not there. I'll pull it in from behind the studio for it real quick. What you said you Dadgummit, I'm trying to think. I know it's gonna take me a second to think. I'm so bad at it. But the Big G founded started Supernatural and then went off done something else. I think it might have been Getting the Boys up and going. And let's take that out real quick. Okay, that's weird. We're going to just delete that then. And I'll change this because I think he is coming in.
Not him.
It would be him.
The one.
The one and only AlbinoMonkeyWizard, I believe, is but I'm gonna have to rename I'll have to get Moonluxer's icon in if we get her in sometime. But yeah, that was just, I don't know, everything was just acting weird, so I just had to change that up. Let's exit studio mode real quick. All right, I don't know what I think I know what happened there, but I'll have to change it up later. Yeah, I done got distracted by me realizing I had errors. But anyway, yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'd like to see where it's going. Like I've seen anything from they're going to do a movie and then a series after. That's the thing I've heard on one of the possible things they're wanting to do with the Power Rangers reboot, or I keep hearing reboot, but I see things where they might do a continuation also. So I'm confused what they're doing there. But that seems to be
that's the problem that you do with anything that you're trying to reboot. And that's the one thing that annoys me about reboots is the fact that you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place on whether or not you're just going to try to basically do some offshoot where it's in the same universe as the original, but it's something completely new with a completely different storyline that doesn't tie into anything that's happened in the previous ones. Or do you try and bring back the original cast and kind of have a continuation with that? Or do you do like we were talking earlier where you briefly bring in the original cast and kind of transition over to this new character and the new storylines? Because no matter what you do, nobody's going to be, it's not going to, like, you're going to make everybody happy. There's always going to be some sect of the fan base that is upset or in arms about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement there. And that was one of the things I've heard there too, is that there some things from the guy doing the quote unquote reboot that on the anniversary of Jason David Frank's death, he said, "I'm so sad that he'll never get to see what he inspired is coming, that he's the focus of their reboot." Oh crap, I forgot there one more article, but I'm not sure if we have time to get to it this week, but if we're down for it next week, I'll try and get it in. I had a request from the albino one on something to discuss, but I think we have enough topics here. We might want to just try and see what we can get to. In fact, we might want to see if we can move on to the next one. What do you think, Clay? Or you want to do some more Stargate discussion?
What's next?
Oh, what's next? Oh, this is an interesting one. And let me actually put this ahead here. What's next is Star Trek, man. Star Trek. You can't see that, right?
Yep, I can see it.
Yeah, so the original, only the Chris Pine Star Trek movies are the only ones on Paramount Plus still. All the original Star Trek movies are on Max and 4K.
All right. So, here's my thing. I hate the fact that there are 50 million different streaming services that each have the rights to their own set of movies, franchises, series, whatever you want to call it. Because the other day, I was like, you know what? I want to actually go back and I would like to start from the beginning of Star Trek Next Generation and just watch the series all the way through.
Yes, I can understand that. I love doing that with like Stargate. Maybe skip a few episodes here and there, but yeah.
So I go to try it. And I can search it. I don't have cable. I have YouTube TV. So I go into search box and I'm like, okay, let me see this. And you can get certain episodes, but it starts like season 4, season 5. And you can only get like 10, 15 episodes at a time. And you can't go back and watch old episodes. And I can't watch anything too far ahead. I'm like, okay, well, it has to be on a streaming service. Sure enough. Okay, yeah. Go. What was it? Showtime, right?
Yeah.
But why? Why is it gotta be that way?
It's gonna be a throw off when everybody sees this. It's like, why is everybody on the hearing the seeing the waveform on both y'all? I was tinkering behind the backside, but yeah, I'm with you. The streaming war bubble, I predict within the next year and a half will burst, and we will have a lot smaller field of streaming services. In fact, this is actually part of why I brought Star Trek up. Is this story actually runs into the next one. It's a few weeks old. It's the
Star Wars.
No. Well, I got the order wrong. I apologize. I just leaked it out. Warner Brothers, Discovery, Paramount Global, and merger talks.
Oh, this, yeah. Well, when you brought this up to me offline, like, I was talking about how I felt like I just recently heard this in the news, and that was something completely different.
Yeah.
Like, Discovery and Warner Brothers just merged themselves, and now they're already talking about merging with Paramount.
And on top of that, I've heard rumors that Discovery is trying to just get Warner Brothers to a point that they can just sell it off to somebody. So, and now they're going to do that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm all for if you want to consolidate some of the large ones into or some of the smaller ones into a larger overbranching umbrella where you have maybe 2-3 streaming services out there that have a number of, you could have Warner Brothers, Disney, ESPN, I know they'll never come together because Disney has their own monopoly on half the market, but
that's a place that I suspect personally will get broke the hell up at some point.
But it would be nice. It'd be nice because it's the same way. All right, I'm a huge football fan.
Yeah. And
now football's gotten into where you have your games on Sundays and your games on Mondays, which are on CBS, NBC, ABC, ESPN.
Yeah.
But now they're going to, on Thursday nights, they have Thursday night footballs. Well, now you have to have a streaming service because you have to have Amazon Prime to watch that.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Now they're also doing games where they've had certain games on certain days where it's broadcast by NBC, but they're doing it on Peacock. So you have to go to Peacock to actually watch a game, and they're doing it for a playoff game coming up next weekend.
I've heard rumors about that.
An NFL playoff game, and you are not going to have it accessible to just everybody because you want to put it on a standalone streaming platform. Like, what are we doing right now? I get that it's convenient to stream and it allows people to, have access to be able to watch whatever they want to watch if they're on the go and they have access to the internet. I get the convenience factor of it, but not everybody has to have their own streaming platform.
I agree with that. In fact, I actually think this is the beginning of all of that merging myself. Part of the rumors that I've heard on this is, and I cannot remember where it was. So the source, I could have found it before this. I would have went. It may have been one of those things where people are like, I've heard from my sources this, but I can't disclose who they are, because there's a few places like that that are doing journalistic duties and protecting their sources. But one of the things that I'd heard was that they were going to take, after this merger, they were actually going to take and put Paramount Plus and Max, their services running off Netflix's servers, letting them run it on a deal that they were going to make. And then part of that deal was going to be Netflix was going to be able to offer you, as an add-on to Netflix, a cheaper way to get Paramount Plus and Max.
But see, you're still having to pay extra for them bringing them in. Why? Why does it have to be an add-on? Netflix is already continuously upping the amount that you're supposed to pay monthly.
I agree.
For crap programming, because honestly, most of the stuff that they have on Netflix these days is just complete garbage.
Oh yeah, I won't lie. Most of it is. I did enjoy a few things like the 30th anniversary Ranger special, and I thought they've done a pretty good job with the last season of Rangers. I've seen a few good things like Ancient Apocalypse. I won't lie, I'd like to do a cast just talking about that sometime, and some, weird shit like that, just for shits and giggles, But, I still like to mainly focus on like entertainment, games, TV, like as little as I watch TV. Yeah, I want to talk about TV. Is that sad or what?
Yeah, you're a little sad.
I'm very sad. I'm a sad little man.
You're a sad panda.
Well, maybe not little, but panda may be a better description. But in fact, I want to have paladin pandas. Give me the option to race swap my paladin into a panda, and I might get back on it some more again. But in all seriousness, I've been thinking that's what's coming for a while, is these services are going to start. And then the stupid thing with like Disney Plus is buying Hulu, but they're like putting Hulu into Disney Plus. Is like, no, if you want to do something like that, go put Disney Plus as like an add-on to Hulu or something for a cheaper rate. Save that server space. That's way too stupid. Like, I don't understand these companies. They want to have like 10 streaming services per company. Well, I'm being hyperbolic. 2 to 3 each. Go look them up. Each company has like 2 to 3 streaming services. Disney has ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu is gonna officially become all of theirs, but they have owned 2/3 of it up till now. I forget, somebody else has like 2 or 3 also. I think it's Warner Brothers, especially if they buy Paramount. But I mean, I'm kind of curious to see, is Star Trek gonna go to go over to Paramount, or I mean Warner Brothers, or will that be one of the things they spin off and sell to somebody else? I know they've got copyright issues due to the Kurtzman J.J. Abrams new Trek shit that I don't know. I've tried to watch some of the new Star Trek, and some things I like better about it, but for the most part, I'm just not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's really annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they shouldn't have tried to go back in time. I think they should have just continued on. Doing older time frame, prequels is really hard to do with, especially with older properties. And yeah, it's that was the AlbinoMonkeyWizard. But doing prequel stuff later on, especially with something that's 50 years old, and trying to update it for modern audiences visually, it just becomes a problem that you just have to accept there's some continuation errors because of it. And to be honest, a lot of times the older stuff is just better. I mean, like, I enjoyed the prequels, but I still like the original Star Wars better. But I still did like the prequels up until the sequel. And I didn't mean to segue, but should we, segue on over there? Wait.
Sure.
Okay. Make sure I've got the right thing first. The Star Wars is doing another Rey movie. Were you aware of that, Clay?
I had heard about this story. Yes.
Clay, I heard the story here. I've got the director says it's about time we had a female filmmaker come forward to shape the galaxy. Star Wars needs to be shaped by a woman, essentially. I have no problems with whoever does the best job of it, but when you say something like that, and then I'm tempted to go do a meme where I literally put all of the put her comment with her face, and then all of the main character, the main character, not the main characters, but the main character of each Star Wars movie since Disney has acquired it on the poster. And if I did that, would you notice a pattern there? If just thinking to yourself?
Well, for the last three, it'd be Rey.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the Solo movie, so that would be Solo.
Young Solo. That's one girl, one guy.
And then what was the other one? Rogue
One. Yeah.
Wasn't that a female lead?
Yes, it was. And if you really just want to do Lucasfilm in general, they tried and then backtracked on replacing Indiana Jones. From what I hear, everything I saw in that trash, I wouldn't even go to the theater on that one. But they tried to replace him with, and the thing that I laugh about there is every one of them is brunettes. There's not a ginger or anything. They're all white brunettes. Kathleen Kennedy, I'm gonna have to do this one for you.
I'm scared, Mom. Will you please just look and make sure Kathleen Kennedy isn't under my bed?
I had to hit the is Kathleen Kennedy under my bed from South Park button. Have you seen that special?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, you've got
once again, it's on a streaming service that I refuse to buy extra just to watch something that I think would be hilarious for.
I'm completely for you on that. That is a very good principle to have on that. But it's hilarious. I've seen it. It took me 2 or 3 times to see it because the boy kept coming in and out. It's it is hilarious, and it's like so damn true, bro. It's so damn true. Oh, sorry, that's a T word. I would like to point everyone to the TVMA icon on the bottom right corner. There will be an occasional curse word drop, but we will try and keep it as polite as possible. But let's just be honest, Clay. Am I going to drop a few bombs?
Yeah. That's just the way it goes.
How excited are you to see Rey come back and do what Luke should have done in the sequel trilogy?
Look, here's my thing. Putting all this female time for, us to shape the thing. Well, okay, cool. I
What
don't
is it?
care if it's a guy, a
Yes.
girl,
Yes.
a hippopotamus,
Yes.
a giraffe,
Yes.
the Loch Ness monster.
I want the Loch Ness monster. Tree fitty.
Just-
Tree fitty.
Just make it a quality movie with good storytelling and an original story arc on that point. Because the last three were just the original trilogy storylines
Less quality.
with new characters. This is the same thing I was talking about back when we first brought up the Stargate reboot, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going to bring in these all new characters, and we're trying to tie in a little bit of the original to where people will, buy into it a little bit easier. This, that, and the other. Blah 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 blah.
I want Furling. If we
But
get a
then-
new Stargate, I want Furling. I'm sorry. Get back on that.
So they did that. That you give us the fan service of having Han, Leia, Luke, and all that come into it. And you try to tie them into the storyline and everything.
Yeah.
But then you basically just take the same storylines as far as how things happened
Mhm.
from the original trilogy and just made it happen with new characters. Like, there was nothing new about it that made it like, oh, this is its own unique thing. And I know people crap on the prequels. I enjoyed the prequels myself.
I did too. I wanted to see Darth Jar Jar, but George Lucas was out. So I mean,
But at least even knowing how the story was going to end with Anakin becoming Vader, you knew that was the conclusion. You knew Palpatine, Ovaltine.
Ovaltine.
You knew how the story was going to go, but they still made it its own unique story,
Yes,
building up into the original trilogy.
Revenge of the Sith is still one of my favorite movies.
If you can give me something brand new with this latest Star Wars movie, that's all I care about. That's all I care about.
And it can be done. I recently finally started sitting down and play Jedi Survivor. As you know, my internet situation, I couldn't really never get it installed when it came out. I finally sat down to start playing it the other day. And I'm sitting here, this is so good. This feels like Star Wars used to be. And then I noticed something in the story bits that just really made me sad. And it was like, oh man, this setup here is so interesting. I can't wait to see where it goes. And I realized that the Disney movies, killed it. It had done the same thing in the first one. Like, spoiler alert, Ilum is in Jedi, what was the first one called? Fallen Order. And it was in there. It even shows it how it becomes Starkiller Base. Well, the thing is, you know what happens. Ilum gets destroyed. Well, spoiler alert for Jedi Survivor, Jeddah is in effing Jedi Survivor. That is one of the most interesting planets I've seen come out of Star Wars in a long time. Was in a Disney movie. I mean, literally set up was basically could be done as a Star Wars. It felt like Jerusalem to me. It felt like Star Wars Jerusalem, it was a holy planet. And
Yeah.
I would love to see what they do there. But and granted, I don't think they destroyed it entirely in Rogue One. But you still know what happens. Good bit of the planet gets severely damaged. Well, based on what I was saying in Jedi Survivor, I'm sitting here, I can't wait to see what they do with this. I'm sitting here thinking, well, it doesn't matter because all these people and all this stuff's gonna die. I
Well,
mean,
here's my thing. Here's where they really messed up. After Star Wars, and then after the prequels,
Mhm.
they came out. Well, and honestly, they probably started coming out with these books even before the prequels were released. But they came out with a Star Wars line of books.
Yes, the expanded universe. I loved it.
Exactly.
Kyle
Now,
Katarn is the bomb.
there was one that I have read most of before the the new trilogy came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was The Fate of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, Luke has recreated the Jedi Order. Like,
Yes.
it's back up, it's running, it's doing everything, and then
I can't remember
things
what book.
happen
Yeah.
to where he basically is exiled. Because what's going on is Jedi are basically going crazy.
Whoa, I didn't
and-
read that one or know about that one.
Yeah, and like trying to kill people. And
Dark
there's
Jedi.
this entity, this powerful Sith entity that has been dormant for ages, that have been able to infiltrate certain younger Jedi that were on, I forget the planet, but there was some planet that they were all on where basically he was the Sith entity was able to kind of like embed themselves into it and then force him to go crazy a little bit later on. And the whole storyline is just fantastic. I think the whole series has, let's see, I'm looking at my bookshelf now. I have 7 books. I think it was in total 8. 8 books in total in the whole series. And I just start reading it and I'm just glued.
Yes.
And
That's
I need
how
to
I
go
felt
back and read
some
it
of those books.
yeah, and I felt like that should have been the direction that they went with the new trilogy.
Yes, I can't remember what book it was because this is like, damn, probably 15, 20 years ago I read
Yeah,
a
and
book
even
where
if
that one of those
Go-
books.
go
It was
ahead.
so good. It was so good.
But even if you want to change it up a little bit to where, because I
It may have been
know,
iJedi. It may have been iJedi.
yeah, but I know that Hamill is up there in age. So
Mhm.
how long are you going to be able to get him if you have 8 series or 8 movies in the series just to get through the whole Fate of the Jedi? But in
Just
the
recast him.
story,
That's
well,
what
not
they
even
should have been
recast
done.
him. Well, not even recast him in this sense. If it's far enough into the future, he has a son.
True. That's what they should have. Another thing they should have done or could have done.
Just if have him just like they had him in the original trilogy at first, or in the new trilogy, and then just kind of like pass the torch over to his son,
Oh my
Ben
God, yes.
Skywalker.
Where was Mara?
instead of-
Where the fuck was Mara? Mara was awesome. She was kick-ass. That was a strong female character, like what was her name? Cara Dune. Fucking why the hell did they drop Dune? I'm sorry. I know they had their politic bullcrap, and I want to stay out of politics. I don't want to talk about geek shit, but I don't want to get into it. But unfortunately, all these companies are getting into these damn politics when they need to stay the hell out of it. But fucking Cara Dune was a great character. And they shit that character off. And like Mara, where is Mara? Like at this point, I'm scared of them bringing Mara in. I think she'll be a subdued or not pulled off right, man. I'm sorry, I got into it there, but like I miss those characters, dude. Like I want to see Kyle Katarn in there so bad. Like let's be honest, Rogue One concept. Like you look at the way they're designed, the names and stuff. The Andor and Jen are literally just Kyle Katarn and Jan Ors. Like they barely even changed Jan's name, but made her the main character of it, and that was fine. I enjoyed that movie. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was straight up that, but they like changed the names. This may be for good because now they can do something with Kyle, but I wouldn't want them to right now. I would want them to prove themselves before they did something with Kyle.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot better that they
Hey,
could.
can y'all hear me?
Oh.
There we have Albino Monkey Wizard.
Yes. Finally able to get on.
We are live for the record.
Yes.
It's about time.
Yes.
It could get a little confusing. Unfortunately, y'all are having to use the same waveform because I'm not
Your waveform.
I gotta work through the bugs on Video Ninja, but I'm definitely down to, especially if y'all are down to keep doing this. I'm gonna work through those bugs and get it where we can do this properly.
Yes.
We were just talking about Star Wars and our fondness for the books and stuff that come before the dark
Yes.
times before the mouse.
Yes, like the Heir to the Empire, or like Luke's son, and
Oh yeah, I never read Heir to the Empire, but heard all kind of good things about it. I played a lot of the games, son. I was a Star Wars game fanatic in the day. I still am. Like, I won't lie, my son plays Jedi Outcast all the time on the Nintendo Switch. Oh man. Anything you want to add to our little discussion over the current state of Star Wars, or what you think about this new movie or anything like that before we go into our next subject, by the way? Or you got some more you want to add, Clay, to?
No, I'm
I just
interested.
think they need to completely scrap like the sequel trilogy, get that out of the continuity,
Mhm.
and focus on what they're doing now with like Thrawn and Ahsoka.
I haven't watched Ahsoka yet, but I you know what? I'm just gonna admit, why I haven't watched Ahsoka. They've literally killed my interest in it. Like, I used to love it, but like I just have no. For me to have apathy in Star Wars means it's in a really bad place. Because I mean, you heard about just how much I talked about how much I love those Star Wars games, and even some of the books and stuff I actually did read. Like, for me to have apathy in Star Wars is like for me to have apathy in Stargate. That's. I mean, damn. You're getting to the damn. We're getting. Why am I sitting here bad mouthing Disney? I was about to bring up Disney Power Rangers, but I mean, it's like they've done the same damn thing, the Power Rangers, that they've done to Star Wars. It's just like they bought it, they run it in the ground, they turn around and sell it. My question is, when's that going to happen to Star Wars and Marvel with the current rate?
I've been done with Marvel since Endgame.
The last Marvel movie I watched was Guardians of the Galaxy, just to see how it ended, and it was okay. And before that, it was Spider-Man, and that was more of just for, well, that was Spider-Man, and it really was just felt more like a continuation and closing up with the Sony movies.
Did the last Star Wars of the Galaxy come out after Endgame?
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 came out last year.
Because of Gamora and the whole new she's dead, she's not dead. Okay, yeah, okay. So I did watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but that's just because it was my favorite franchise in the Marvel run.
Yes. And in my opinion, I haven't watched Kang, but just from what I've seen and heard, my question is, why wasn't the High Evolutionary made? I think they could find a way to make him survive. I can't remember what exactly happened to him in 3, whether they killed him or not. But why wasn't he the main villain for this arc they're doing? Now they're in a problem where they had to fire the guy running Kang, but the High Evolutionary was just so much better of a villain, in my opinion, and or well done, more well scripted, and acted.
Yep.
Well, here's my 2 cents on that. Like, I get that you want to have your whole series planned out far enough in advance to where you can have these intricate tie-ins to different franchises and bring them all together like you did with Avengers and Endgame and stuff like that. But this is the type of stuff you set yourself up for when you do that.
Yeah.
Like, now you're having to scrap a whole section of what you were trying to do and reroute it to a new storyline because and I don't even know exactly what happened. I really could care less what happened with the guy that's playing it. But like,
I know, but I'm not getting into it. I think it's water under the bridge. It was bad, but I mean, let's be honest. There's worse things that have happened in Hollywood where they kept letting people act and stuff. So I mean, you can say one way or another how bad it was, and yeah, it was bad. But I mean, there's other bad things going on. So I mean, I'm not going to judge the guy.
I don't think it was enough to fire the guy, in my opinion.
Yeah, he did. At most, he might get a year in jail, but more likely just a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. And plus, I thought he did, so far, was doing a good job as King. And the different characters associated with them.
I never watched it. Like Clay said, I just haven't had a. I don't know. I've got apathy for it. If I see something really good, like I'm interested in seeing Deadpool 3.
Yes.
But if Deadpool 3 is not good, I'm probably done with Marvel.
Yeah, I agree with you.
How do you feel on that one, Clay? Because I haven't even brought up Deadpool 3 till now.
I feel like they're just overstretching something that worked. Like,
yeah,
the original Deadpool was great just because it was so different from the cookie cutter PG-13 superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've got a third, like, I don't know, especially after the way the Wolverine series ended. I thought Logan was a fantastic movie and a fantastic end.
It was. It really
that
was.
Whole story, and I felt like it set up for them to focus more on the girl and her growing up. I forget what was her name in the comics, like
X-23
or something.
X-23, yeah. So, and I felt like that would have been, you could still have a tie-in to the Wolverine lineage and everything like that, but it's a brand new character. You're continuing the story. Go on, and
I would have been fine with that. It was well done, well executed. For
your particular sect of the country, like we were talking about, it's a strong female lead.
I don't care about strong female leads. My problem with it now is it's so shoved down your. What'd you say?
I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh no,
but
no! My point was. I'm sorry. Go on. I'll tell you my point. Go on. I'll tell you my point.
Okay. My main point was you wrap that up, and now suddenly you have him brought into the Deadpool universe,
mm-hmm.
and it's how in the heck is this something that happened before Logan? But then at the same time, there was never any, like, I don't. It's just sometimes you gotta take something, you gotta let it be successful, and then you just let it be rather than trying to strain every last ounce of
milk off of it.
There you go. Thank you. The cow is dry. The cow has no more milk to give.
The cow is dead.
Let it be happy, off in the pasture, eating grass, getting fat, and then when it dies of old age, you can make a ton of steaks out of it, and then I'm happy too because I get me a steak.
As a man who lives on a farm, I can 100% back this. But what I was going to say on the female thing is, like, right now, I say it's overdone into a meme. And that is one thing that's backfiring on it right now. But, like, I do not mind a strong female character. Fucking Xena was awesome. I mentioned Cara Dune earlier, was awesome. Why she didn't get her show was because of BS we're not going to get into. Damn it, who, what else am I trying to think of? We mentioned Stargate earlier. Samantha Carter. Awesome, well done female character. And all those characters, they were strong female characters. They were feminine, and they knew how to act. They had a good story arcs. They knew what they were doing, both on camera and behind this camera. But what they've been doing the last few years feels like cheap Barbie products with G.I. Joe paint on them.
Yeah, I feel like companies and organizations have become overly concerned with trying to make people happy to where it doesn't feel genuine when anything is done.
I
It
think
just feels like it's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just for show. It's just for show. It's just to
Yes.
keep people complacent, keep people happy, rather than, hey, let us just put together the best story with the best characters that we can to make the best storyline possible.
Yeah. I'm in complete agreement with that. I really don't know what anything more to add to the Star Wars situation. Well, some more new news coming on. Do y'all want to move on to our next subject, or y'all want to keep adding on to this? I'm out of ideas. If y'all got more to talk about,
no, I'm not mad.
please go for it.
I just want to see what's next.
What's next?
Yeah.
I'm tempted to do one more on the streaming TV side before we head on to different genre. I guess we can do it. It'll probably be a fairly quick hit it and quit it story, but here we go. Amazon leaks release date for The Boys season 4. I know earlier you said you weren't quite as into The Boys, so yeah, they're not going to be probably as interested in it as I am. I want to see it, but I'll be honest, it'll probably take me a while to see it because I still haven't seen Gen V, because I'll just have to watch it during the day when the boys at school, essentially. I mean, it's good, but I would tell people, it is a comedic superhero thing that's basically on par with Game of Thrones. If you can't handle blood, gore, and male female interactions, I am trying to keep it clean, but I do know I drop F-bombs. See the TVMA in the bottom right corner. Yeah.
Wow.
That you will end up with some, you know what I'm saying? For what it is, it's good. Adults should have stuff to watch. Does I think it go overboard from time to time? Yes, I can think of one or two scenes that are like, okay, I don't even want to see this, man. Come on, but I enjoy the story and stuff and the acting.
Are we talking about the Aquaman ripoff character?
Oh my God, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about a scene where they let's just say there was a character inside of another character in a part of the body that I didn't want to see.
Oh no.
Just leave it at that. It was wrong.
Wow.
They have very, it gets bad. It's not something, it's just not right. But I mean, it really, I would say don't have it, but it almost, to me, having it kind of does set the tone of the corruption and disgust that the bad guys exist, that their life shows, you know what I'm saying? Like every part of their life kind of just shows just how disgusting they are really inside and out. I mean, it's definitely not something to watch with the kids, but I mean, if you want to watch it, June 13th is supposed to be the premiere of it.
Oh, don't watch it with the kids, but hey, by the way, here's the date.
Well, I don't think you're with the in the kids line, but you're probably in the same boat as me. Gonna have to find some time when the professor's not around.
Oh, the professor.
I think we have a name for when we're referring to to me.
The boy, yes.
Yes.
The professor.
Yes. Oh Lord. Let's get on to another subject unless y'all want to beat this horse. I haven't got anything
I'm
else
good.
to think on. Like I said, this was gonna be a hit it or quit it on this one.
We're going to hit it or quit it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 4 articles on this one, just in this kind of subject. Hasbro to cut 1,100 jobs despite D&D thriving, and then I heard behind the scenes, apparently, the Baldur's Gate people let it out that like almost everyone that they talked and worked with, or pretty much, I think it may have been everyone that they talked and worked with doing D&D.
Hold on
was
just a second.
gone.
I'll be right back, guys.
No problem.
All right.
But they're like gone. And next year they're supposed to be releasing all those new books, including pretty much a whole new D&D system and one D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, what you think? Their albino monkey was. I forgot to introduce you. Good. Let's take a break to introduce albino monkey wizard. I have a chance to introduce him earlier. Let me get the audience to clap for you real quick. Have you got a? You know what? When Clay gets back, I need to see if there's he wants to shout out any way to find him as well.
Yeah.
I'm really wanting to do some more D&D. Seriously, I'm debating trying to do some D&D content live streaming.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Like actually do a D&D session on the computer, live stream it, and like y'all play using Tailspire. In fact,
Yeah.
Not news story I have pulled up, but Tailspire will have a free version sometime this spring is when I'm hearing they were shooting for March to have it where players can sync up to their GMs or anybody who has a license Tailspire and play even though they don't have a license. And I don't think it's going to be very cut down. Like I think they'll actually be able to play and actually do it so that everybody can play together and it quit being a closed off session or system. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit familiar with Tailspire. Am I right or am I wrong there, Albino?
I've heard you talk about it. I haven't really looked into that much yet, but
I think you've seen it a few times from previous D&D sessions hosted by yours truly.
probably.
Yeah, that's the system that we use. In fact, I'm plotting when we do D&D again to use the Steam Deck to let y'all be able to actually control the characters. That way I don't have to actually control them around and I can handle the monsters and everything.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. I want to try and get a TV built into a frame and like make it portable where we can just like set up on table and everybody get around it and see what's going on. And I think that would be freaking awesome.
Can we have it like where the tokens can move around like a map and we can see it?
Yes, you will be able to in Tailspire. You remember before we created individual tokens on Hero Forge?
Yep.
They're importable onto Tailspire, and then you can move your character around and take turns doing it that way.
Yep.
Now, granted, we'll only have one thing, so it'll be like before. We'll have to be multiple dragging tokens around when the whole party's going somewhere. But
yeah.
I mean, we'll do what we can. Unless they decide they want to come up with a way a phone can interact with it, it's going to be kind of limited at the table. But for doing virtual D&D, it should be pretty easy. If I seriously debating next bit, trying to drag you and maybe one or two other people into doing some D&D streaming content anyway.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty badass. Oh shit. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm worried about the future of D&D. What is going on with my browser? It wanted to for a second there. Yeah, but they announced they were cutting 1,100 jobs. I'm worried about where it's going. Like sorry, my damn browser's wanting to like freeze up. That's interesting. All right, stay there. Overall revenue declined 10% year over year, but okay, so Wizards of the Coast, they were actually up 40% year over year, while the game side was down 10%. But they gutted the heck out of Wizards of the Coast, from what I heard. Like, I'm wondering if this one D&D thing don't get scrapped and they just outsource the whole thing, or sell off Wizards of the Coast. Like,
I wonder if what the revenue was during the COVID pandemic.
It
when everybody was staying at home,
it jumped. Like, D&D got big then. Well, now it's gonna contract some, but even with it contracting, they're still saying 40% year over year increase for WotC. That's intriguing. I personally think they need to get another the things I've heard about the new CEO. I think they need a new one. Like, the CEO they had before this one died unexpectedly, and they brought the current guy in. He's from Microsoft. He's one of these guys who's like big into microtransactions. And he brought more people like that into the company. They're trying to microtransaction the heck out of stuff. They think they've been all kind of controversies this year with D&D because they've been trying to microtransaction it the heck out of and it's just, I don't know, man. It's kind of concerning which way it's going to go there.
And really, besides the Baldur's Gate 3 game, there hasn't really been any, and besides the movie, there hasn't really been any big Dungeons and Dragons things happening lately,
I know. It's what let's see here, what was it? Shattered Obelisk is the latest campaign to come out, and I wouldn't know it except for I started doing some research on, because we're talking about doing a new campaign around the house here. Yeah, and I wouldn't have known it otherwise. And at least some of the stuff before, I at least heard a little bit in some circles. I haven't heard anything on this one. I don't know how that happened, but
yeah.
I'll go check.
Yeah, another thing I think they need to have better marketing for their stuff.
Oh yeah, they need way better marketing.
You hardly ever see any trailers for anything new they do, or
No, they're dependent on YouTubers and DMs to do it.
Yeah,
but it's like this. 5e, I enjoy the gameplay of it, but like seriously, it's how do I put this? It's, I'm trying to think. The campaigns are kind of, every one of them's kind of hit and miss to some degree. Curse of Strahd's really good. I was tempted to really just run Curse of Strahd some days. But I know it's not been long since some others in our group ran part of Curse of Strahd with some other people.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something different. That's why we done Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Well, originally I was going to do War of the Dragon Queen, and I got, because everything about it sounds awesome. Like, on premise, Horde of the Dragon Queen, and it's the second part of it, was it Tyranny of Dragons? The whole thing is the Tyranny of Dragons. I can't remember. But anyway, it's a 2-part campaign that they've finally combined into the one book, Tyranny of Dragons. And it's, there's just sections of it that's just kind of dead. Like, could have been done way better. And I got into it and I was like, I'm not sure how to do this. And that was my first time DMing. So I was like, I'm not sure how to do this. And so we got in. So I said, okay, I'm going to do water deep, Dragon Heist. And that was a lot easier one to set up and run. And as you know, I kind of went off the rails and homebrew the heck out of it after that. And we never got to actually finish it. Clay, did I hear you come back or?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we're just talking about D&D for a second, our campaign and stuff. Speaking of which, I don't guess I could ever drag you into doing a campaign with us online, could I?
Online, yeah. I could. It's getting easier to find the time to be able to like get back on the computer.
Yeah, I was just telling Albino MonkeyWizard here that I'm really wanting to try like actually do content D&D, like sometime just do one online and stream it just for fun.
Yeah.
And you never know. I may end up deciding I enjoy doing that better or not as much as doing podcasts, but I thought it'd be something fun to do and sit down and all of us like use Tailspire and do and just do D&D that way. Tailspire, I don't think you're acquainted with it, but we've been using it for the D&D campaign that I done last time, and I guess the next one will be as well. And it's literally just a 3D, it's like a game that you can build the boards and stuff in, and it comes with some miniatures. You can add other miniatures in through Hero Forge and stuff like that, and it makes it easy to run D&D.
As long as your group is okay with having to walk me through what the heck I'm supposed to do.
Oh, that would be perfectly fine. That would be perfectly fine. It'll probably be like the three of us and maybe one if I do it, or two more at most. I'm not gonna do a big group for that. And everybody's gonna know, hey, we're probably gonna stream it, so like be aware of that. I would like to see, because I've been hearing people also think that, and I think so too, Baldur's Gate will eventually get modded into a virtual tabletop. That was so good. Like I can't ever beat the game because I keep starting new characters, enjoying myself doing that. Like and the modding community looks to be very, very active over there, which is good. That's good for a healthy game on PC. If you want a game to survive, it needs a good modding community.
Can I add one thing in on this Hasbro stuff, laying off employees? Because I know a lot of it has been geared towards D&D and everything. They also own the company that is over Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, WotC owns Wizards of the Coast and D&D. That's the company that
so even if you mentioned how they haven't really come out with, or they haven't really advertised new campaigns and stuff like that for D&D stuff, Magic the Gathering over the past year has been popping off with their product, especially when they did their Lord of the Rings set that they had this past, I think, like November.
Did you play that much?
Not really. I just mainly saw the product and listened to a bunch of different podcasts and stuff about it. But from what I understand, they even did like a re-release right before the holidays of more product for the Lord of the Rings set. So the fact that they're laying off employees when I know for a fact that they are raking in cash is absolutely ridiculous.
I agree with that. And like, I don't know if you were here when I said it, but I was actually looking at the article and they said that Hasbro was losing 10% year over year. And that was the reason why, but they said WotC actually was 40% up year over year. But yet I heard that WotC got hit real hard. like there's hardly anybody left on the D&D side. What I was hearing.
That's just not knowing how to run your company.
I agree with that. Well, they got somebody from Microsoft who thinks everything needs to be microtransactions, and they're a video game company instead of a toy maker now. But I will say those Legacy Evolution toys are pretty good. I've been getting them for my boy, and he really enjoys them. And I enjoy helping him transform them. It gives me time to actually spend with him doing something. He'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, change it into robot or transformed form."
Roll out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He got you remember Transformers Armada?
No.
Well, he got the Optimus and Megatron for that for Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm with you. I've enjoyed playing some Magic together in Arena. So it's like, I don't know. I'm actually wanting to get into Magic some more. I might even go by the board game store today and pick up some stuff. Thought about maybe trying to get into painting miniatures and do that with the boy. That's something me and him can do over the years.
You know, this is getting completely sidetracked off of the Hasbro stuff.
It is.
But you talked about painting miniatures. It's not miniatures, but I have gotten into what's called Gunpla. I don't know if y'all know about that.
No,
But it's Gundam models. And they call it Gunpla for short, Gundam plastic models, like so. But what I plan on doing is I want to get into where I can first build the models to where they look good, but then start customizing them, because you see some people that do like custom paint jobs for them. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
let me see if I can find something on it. Damn, I think it's a Gundam used to do that. I think that's part of why his stuff is named that. Like, there's whole channels and they're doing that kind of stuff. I wouldn't mind getting into some of that kind of stuff. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, bottle kit is $16 for this one. Let me
Yes. So it all just depends on what level, like skill level, you build at, and the intricacy of it. So they have entry grade, which is really simple. Like, you don't need any sort of tools to be able to build them. They come on the runners. You can pop the runners off, put them together. Blah, blah, blah. So that
I don't think you build this one. Yeah, you do. It's a kit. It's a kit.
Yeah, so that's 144. So at $16, that's probably a high grade.
Okay.
So that one you're going to get, it's not super complex. You know, you'll probably be able to build it easily depending on how quality you want to put it together.
Do you paint them too, or just build them?
So with all of these, they're just made to be built, but people go out of their way and will paint them like they would a miniature. Like, there's one guy, oh my god, he's on YouTube, something miniature. Hold on, let me pull up YouTube real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna check our
Yeah, I'm going to getting into that, because I am not good with like drawing and coloring, but that's something I wouldn't mind getting into.
Oh my gosh, I enjoy it so much. I've built I just built my 5th one this past week, just in between taking care of the boy and everything. But I don't know, it's the high grades, they're pretty simple, but they look good when they're built. And they're 144 scale. Then you have what's called master grade, which are they're more complex as far as the builds go, and they're taller. They're like 1/100th scale. But then you go back to 144 scale, they have there's just this whole different level of different things, and you can just kind of find your own niche to where you're comfortable building stuff. And then you should see like the people that are able to go out and actually like customize them, and they're able to make it look like, you know, they've been through fights, they've old and rusty, and just
Oh, that sounds awesome.
yeah. One guy that does a lot of just builds is Mecha Kiatsto. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's not the guy I'm looking for that paints. Where is this painter guy?
It looks pretty damn interesting. Like I've been thinking about doing either Warhammer 40K or D&D miniatures. I'm leaning towards D&D miniatures just because we run D&D campaigns, but I think I'd be more a fan of doing 40K. Oh, I could get just regular Warhammer miniatures and paint them, and we use them for D&D.
Yeah, and that's actually this one guy that I'm trying to find. If I could, oh, here it goes. Millennial Model Mayhem.
Millennium Model Mayhem.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I shared my screen with you guys in Discord, so you should be able to see it.
Oh, that looks pretty
yeah.
badass.
Those are just ones that he has built. Those are like straight out of the whatever. Like that's a perfect grade. So that one's like huge and it's super detailed. The perfect grades also have like mechanical parts and lights that you can use. Like you have to wire them in. But hold on. They come in on these boxes, on these little runners with the directions.
Dude, that
Pop them off the runners, put them together. But
I can see myself getting into something like that.
He also does kit bashing, which is something completely different. Yeah. But see, this is one of the ones that he's done in the past. And what he does is he does it for some board game too, like a tabletop game, to where you can use any model from like whatever as your character in the game.
Dude.
But yeah.
That sounds pretty awesome. I won't lie. I've thought about trying to do like have like a Gundam like thing. I don't know if you ever watched Escaflowne, but like something similar to that for and incorporate that into our D&D sessions. But I haven't found a way to do it.
They have models from that series too.
Oh, dude, that was a good series. That was a good series. Yeah, I won't lie. I'm seriously wanting to get more into the tabletop thing. I wanna as my boy grows up and any other kids me and the wife have, trying to do D&D sessions on that with him. I was really proud of him. He was actually able to read some this week out of his little homework book. Nice. And talking about 4.5. I'm proud papa. I can't wait till he gets where he can start doing D&D. Start teaching him all about math and reading and all kind of other stuff while playing a game. That's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, I am worried about what's gonna happen with the tabletop space this year. Just because like I don't know, I may end up changing systems. I may just keep using 5e. 5e may be. I hear 1D&D is supposed to be backwards compatible with 5e, but it's like,
I like to how we've completely got off of topic with the original.
Yeah.
What is our topic now? I know we were talking about Hasbro's D&D, and then we went to Gundam, and I think we're just talking about tabletop and models and shit in general at this point.
Yeah. It's just funny that it just completely got sidetracked, and I blame myself for that, and I apologize.
Oh no, I'm actually really enjoying this, and to tell you, I'm hoping everyone else is too, because I actually, while we were talking, went and checked it, and we were at one point we were up to like 5 people, back up to 4 people watching on Rumble. That's great. I think we have more people watching on Rumble than anywhere else right now. And I don't think any of y'all are over there watching on Rumble, like checking to see how it looks. So I could be wrong on that. So
I do not have Lay Rumble.
It is. It seems like it's a lot more discoverability. I'm so glad that they changed it where you don't have to pay for in order to actually start streaming until you get to that 5 followers, which I'm about to anyway. Thank God now. But like, I won't lie. I'm curious to see where this where it goes. This part here of this 1D&D almost makes me want to get into it, but I feel like it was brought in as a microtransaction. Bait is the ability to actually have in-game systems to do base building. Like, that's kind of interesting to me. What about y'all? I may have to jump systems.
Base building
in 1D&D. Like, even like, what did it say? Although dungeon crawling and fighting monsters, parties build useful home base. Bastions can generate passive income and feature a number of useful facilities, making it easier for the party to have access to specific functions and resources whenever they're needed. Sort of reminds me of that thing I done with in our last campaign, Albino, where y'all had the keys to you go back and forth to the base, which was kind of cheating, I thought, but looking back, but it was interesting. It was interesting.
Well, right at the moment, what y'all doing?
I think he might have got a phone call.
I think so too. Like our last campaign, Clay, what we done was
Logan feeling.
let me see if I can
Mute him.
let me see if I can. Yeah, that might be the thing. We're doing
Kick
it
him out.
Let me bring up Discord. Second. Let me send him a text message too. But yeah, I could really see some things sound really interesting, but I don't know how how backwards compat. I don't know what it's supposed to be when there's so many changes and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know much about online D&D platforms and anything like that to begin with, so.
Oh, this isn't online. This is the actual books. They are making an official tabletop program, though. It's going to be an Unreal Engine. I may try it out, see how it does. I'm going to try to unmute him real quick, see if he's...
Yeah, I thought it was tomorrow, but...
Okay, he's still... Yeah, I don't want anything personal to get out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, they're adding prerequisites for feats and making feats more interesting, and it look like they're gonna try and fix Ranger some more. Doing a whole big rework, but in the end, I guess in D&D, it depends on whatever the DM wants to allow. Like, in the end, it's all homebrew based on what the DM wants to allow. I say that, and then if you get to these virtual tabletop officially run by Hasbro, how much of that's going to be on the DM and how much of that's going to be actually, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm way over my head when it comes to
Well,
all that.
well,
I've been a part of like one session of D&D, and in all honesty, it was a train wreck.
yeah. See, but the thing is with me, on the D&D thing. My question is on this whole thing is of the layoffs of those huge people. How is this system going to come out and not be a complete train wreck? What, mid this year, I think? You know what I mean? I just, am I wrong for being kind of worried there?
You would know a lot better than I would.
Let me check. Albino, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I just had to mute you on and off there. I didn't want anything personal to get out there. That way, you know what I'm saying. Anything you want to add to the D&D thing? I think my whole thing is how we having this big overhaul to the system and all these big changes coming, and at the same time, pretty much firing everybody there, running most of the behind the scenes of D&D.
Yeah, if they're not careful, it could be a train wreck. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, but I'm very interested to see how this base building thing works. I'm very interested in that. But y'all want to anything else y'all want to talk about? Should we get back to some more Gundam talk, or y'all want to get to the next subject?
What is left to talk about at this point?
I have MSI Steam Deck, some info on PAX Day, and of all things, City of Heroes news. We can hit it real quick, or we can skip some and just finish it up, or whatever y'all want to do.
Because I do have other obligations that are in need of
I understand.
attention.
Do you have time enough to do 2 more subjects then? If we hit them fast.
If we hit them fast, let's go rapid fire.
Rapid fire. All right, rapid fire time. PAX Day team confirms next playlist will endo. Thanks community for monetization feedback. Okay, so I do not see a date, but it says that there is going to be some sort of window. I'm not seeing a window mentioned, but it says there's a window. But I was hoping I should have read this one a little more. I read the other ones. I didn't read through this one enough. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about actually when they're going to do it. But did y'all see anything on this PAX Day?
Is this the one that you're able to just go out and build whatever you want to build?
With people? Yes.
Huh.
Yes. And it's an
like
MMO.
It's like
Minecraft
supposed
MMO.
to be Minecraft on steroids, right? Because you
Yes.
actually have like... Because this is the one where the dude goes out and builds his hobbit hole. That you sent me that video.
No. That's actually Enshrouded. That's Enshrouded, and that's more like that is actually more like Minecraft or what do you call it? Valheim. This one's an MMO that takes it and does that on steroids. Like you can build whole freaking castles and shit with thousands or hundreds of people or whatever.
Huh.
Like of all the people, yeah, it was Asmongold. I kept seeing trailers or videos on this thing with, so I was like, yeah, I'll watch that. And like I saw where they went and build like 2 or 3 little areas, and like they built on full-fledged castles. Like they had to go harvest the materials out of the mountains and then haul it in and actually build the structures. And a live going MMO. Like think about, imagine how once they had the, because I don't think the like combat mechanics and all that were like fleshed out and in there yet. But imagine if you could get like Elder Scrolls Online or MMO or WoW or something like that, combat mechanics and stuff in a sandboxy game like this. This makes me feel like Star Wars Galaxies back in the day, possibility of modern day gaming. So
My question.
Yeah.
Did you know what I like most about the MMOs is crafting?
Yes.
Do you have the ability in your little town castle that you create to open up your own shop and sell materials?
I would imagine so. I have not heard that yet. I would imagine that's one of those features that's coming later on in a further. I think they're already right now doing alpha tests. But I would imagine so if they're having that level of detail. I know Star Wars Galaxies had that. Like literally you could build vendors and sell shit. You had entire classes dedicated to nothing but crafting. I'm seeing a return to that style.
That's what I want in an MMO.
You need to play Galaxies.
What's the problem with that is I feel like that game's, who's left playing it these days?
Depends what server.
So, maybe it's something I could look into, but that's all I want. Like, I get combat and I get a good storyline and stuff like that. Give me a game where if I don't want to do anything story-wise, I don't have to. Like, I could just go out, gather resources, and just build and craft stuff and sell it to other players and help them play the game.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping is going to be in here, like Albion Online. That's what I'm hoping will be in here. Only not as Albion seems like it kind of gets more atrocious on the needing money the further you go in.
Yeah,
when we're playing that, like early game was really fun, and then the further you went in, it's like this is getting kind of like if you don't pay, you're not gonna be able to build shit, and that's the fun part. It's just like, but I'm hoping that's what this is.
Sorry. I know we had a couple more things to go, but it's getting a little noisy out there. I need to go help out the wife and make sure little man's okay.
Quick, before you go, is there anywhere that you want anybody to check you out or anything like that at?
No. Okay. I mean, I'm on Twitter, but I don't really talk about anything other than sports. So that's. I tweet when I watch my Cleveland Browns play, and usually it's me complaining about either the team or fans, and it's nothing that most people would find enjoyable.
Is this something? My other question is this something you would want to try and do again sometime we get a chance?
Yeah, I mean, as long as I can get some free time where the professor is behaving.
Oh yeah,
I have enjoyed getting on here with you guys and especially you, Mr. Monkey. It's been far too long since we've communicated, so it's good to hear from you.
Far too long.
So yeah, no, I would be down to do this. I don't know if we'd be able to do it on a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis sort of deal, but
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna set a full-on schedule on this this podcast. Not for a while.
Whenever we can do it though.
Yeah, I feel like as we able to do it more, we'll be able to find a time to set it and forget it, shall we say?
Yeah.
All right,
guys. It was good catching up. I'll holler at y'all later.
Later, man.
All right.
Bye. Yep. There we go. All right. I guess it's just me and you.
Yes.
AlbinoMonkeyWizard. Yeah, I know. I think it's gonna be PC only. I know you don't have a PC that can probably handle it just yet.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned one time you might try and get one, but yeah. What do you think of this? Did you ever look into any of the stuff on this, man, or ever hear about this?
I never heard about it till now, honestly.
Okay, let me see here real quick.
Yeah, kind of, from what you're talking about, kind of reminds me of like Minecraft kind of open world, but yet maybe still has like a storyline to it or something. And
yeah, that's what it sort of looks like. I don't know how much story it'll have, because usually sandbox games it's hard to have.
Yeah,
but let me see.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me, that game Conan Exile?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that from just the way you're talking about.
Yeah, it might even be in that style. Let me see, is this... Alright, hold up.
Because there's a series called YouTube series or a channel I watch every now and then called Neebs Gaming, Neebz.
Yeah.
And they've done different like playthroughs of like Conan Exiles, Minecraft, 7 Days to Die, and all that. And
Can you see what I'm showing you right now?
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Oh wow.
Like, and yeah, this is like MMO, like lots of people into it. Like, dude, this and one other MMO are the ones I'm really looking forward to and trying to check out this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when they're coming. I imagine this is gonna take a few years. There was one that was saying it's supposed to be out next year, and I'm sitting here like, how?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But I can't remember which one. If it was this one or it was another one. Dude, this looks so freaking. I don't know, man. And yeah, I'm showing Asmongold. But it's like he's the main one that's doing it that I've seen pop up on my feed anyway.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like Asmongold, he kind of tells it kind of like it is, and
oh yeah, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but you know, it's how it is. You know, it's his takes. It's however he wants to be. I'm not going to agree with everybody all the time. I'm not going to agree with you all the time.
Oh no.
I'm not going to disagree with everybody all the time. Like there's people I do not agree with. I'll agree with them sometimes on things. For example, you know, it is. You know, that's just how life is. But
it is.
You know, I'm really looking forward to this game and being able to try it out.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we have got to get you into PC gaming. At sometime, are you doing this over the phone or are you doing this on the computer?
Over the phone.
Okay. Sometimes if you want,
able to on Discord watch the streaming as well as talk to you. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometime if you want to, if you want me to, I can come over and try and get your computer set up where it's able to do, or set up if you want to just, you know, use the mic and all that kind of stuff and do it, or if you even want to stream and talk with people about stuff, I can set your computer up to do that. I may end up doing that more often. Let's just say, we have a local church that we went to, had to restart the church, and I'm asked them if they were going to try and do live streaming and stuff, and I think I'm probably be the person with the most knowledge of that at church. So I may end up doing some little bit of help there.
Well, that'd be fine.
Yeah. I don't know what if anything you want to do. But yeah, that's the PAX Day. I haven't seen really anything on combat. It may not even be implemented, but as far as the crafting system or building system, I don't know about the crafting system, but the building system looks to be amazing.
Yeah.
If the crafting or selling system is anywhere near what the crafting system is, this is going to be insane.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get you in PC gaming so we can go build some crap.
Yes, we definitely do.
Gotta get a go on, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, definitely gonna start saving some money so I can.
Oh yeah.
Maybe build a new PC or whatnot. So
yeah, and if you're not don't feel confident in it, there's some places you can buy it. Even buy it on credit if you want. That's entirely up to you. Building it, I do know a guy locally that if you want him to build it, we could check see what he charges now for it, but it wasn't too bad. And whenever there's something that I just don't feel like dealing with, like I'm a little iffy on the CPU after I built this one, kind of had a little bit of a didn't get something right, and so I'm like, if I have to do with the CPU, I'm just like, I'm taking it to them. If you decide you want to build it, we could probably talk with him and see what they would charge you to put it together for you and get it going.
Yeah.
He's a local guy, and I know him somewhat, mainly from working around him in the past and all that. There is, I guess, one more subject. I guess if you want to, we can cover two more subjects. That's all we have left.
One more time, so.
Okay, up to you. Do you want to talk about MSI's version of a Steam Deck, or do you want to talk about City of Heroes?
Let's talk City of Heroes, because that's the one that interests me.
NCSoft officially grants a license to popular City of Heroes private server Homecoming. This is huge because You heard me mention galaxies earlier. They're kind of in an abandonware space. The fact that some of these companies are going, hey, this isn't a bad idea to just grant some of these people a license. We'll make a little bit of extra money off something we're not even gonna have to spend any money on, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like, if I was Disney, there was a lot of things I would do differently, but one of the things I would do is be like, hey, anybody wants to run a Star Wars Galaxy server? Give us this little license fee, and you can run your server, or give us a little cut of the profits or whatever.
Yep.
That take it out of the weird area it's in legally and get it where they can actually make money, and progress will be. And that's another thing they may be concerned about, is if they're able to make money. They're like Galaxies. Some servers are already adding new content, like Star Wars Galaxies Legends added Bespin, and it seemed to have a lot more features than other planets in that game.
Yeah.
So I mean, someone might be concerned, oh well, someone might just take that game and develop it and do this, and this, and that's true. They could do that. And me personally, I always would just love somebody to take Galaxies and update it into something like Unreal Engine 5 or whatever, and just like that would be awesome. Like, it was one of those games back in the day with sandboxy, like that PAX Day, and it was all about you choose your professions. They're not set for you like most MMOs, like WoW.
Yeah, it's not like what the Old Republic is now.
Yeah, like the Old Republic, you just kick your class and you go. Galaxies, you would like pick a starter class, and then you could add on to your starter class with another starter class and just build your own. Like Terrakisa, you had to have so many boxes, and no, not Terrakisa. Commando, you had to have so many boxes in Marksman and Brawler in order to get Commando Novice. But I mean, by that point, you could like pick up a secondary profession like Terrakisa to go with that. But like, if you didn't want to ever do combat with a character, you could just be an entertainer, just dance and play music and buff and heal people. You could be a doctor or a medic, and just that would be the only thing you do. You could always add combat to the medic and be like a combat medic or something like that. Or you could be an artisan and just craft only. Or if you want to pick up a little combat to keep yourself alive as you go out in the world as an artisan, you could, at least in the original system. Now they did change it over to the NGE, which was like a WoW class system. I think it was like 9 classes. But like, most people remember those like 32 professions with quite a bit of fondness, and that goes for me too. So I mean, seeing something like this is massive news, and has me kind of tempted to try it again. I remember trying it once or twice back in the day. I think when I was in college and actually had the ability to get a hold of some internet that was decent, and it was really fun. I enjoyed that mastermind class. That was pretty fun. I tried Champions a time or two, which should have been like the spiritual successor to it.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't the same, and everything was hid behind paywalls and stuff like that. And it just turned me off. There were so much paywalls. Let me make sure this is stopped. Yeah. It was just, you can have so much monetization that you just kill the game.
Yeah, you can, but
and that is definitely one of those that just kills the game because of it. I would say DC Universe Online does a lot better job of the superhero genre of MMOs.
Yeah, I tried that on the Xbox.
Yeah,
like here recently actually, and it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I won't lie. I quit playing it. I got really into it for a bit, but I kept my computer just would like drop it after a bit, and it's like, what? Why? Because like my computer can pick that game up, chew it up, and spit it out. Why is it having issues with it? And I just got so old with it. I just got so tired of it. It's just like, well, F this. Just forget it.
Yeah, it does seem like it can get a lot of like repetitive and.
Oh no, this was like crashing. But yeah, Yeah, like it can get repetitive. Like any MMO can get a little repetitive. You usually pick them up and put them back. In fact, I need to cancel my WoW, so I haven't really played it. I picked it back, I canceled it, and then picked it back up after BuzzCon. I was like, I'm gonna play some more, and then, oh no, I just haven't played it, so I'm gonna cancel it.
Oh yeah.
I picked up a SWTOR subscription, but I don't know. That depends on if I keep playing to stream it. If I'm gonna, whatever I'm gonna do there. I'll make up my mind there.
Or I might pick up WoW maybe when the new expansion or something comes out, or
Next summer.
yeah.
Dragonflight's pretty good. Like, I won't lie, I've enjoyed Dragonflight when I've played of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. I've got a max level paladin over there. The
Cool.
Sharon. If they ever bring paladin or pandas to paladin, I'm switching races.
Yeah, we can make us a kung fu. I can make me a kung fu panda person.
Like, you can make a kung fu panda person right now, but I want to be a paladin panda. I want to be a panda
Yeah.
paladin. Dadgummit.
PP.
I may see if there is a 5e Pandaren race. If not, I want to see if there's a homebrew. If I ever get to play D&D again, if somebody
Yeah.
will allow it, I want to be a panda.
Yes. Yep. And speaking of Kung Fu Panda, have you seen that latest trailer for it?
I have not. I'm not gonna play it on here. Last episode, I played Argyle and got copyright struck.
Yeah, yeah. It looks
do better.
interesting. I've only seen the first movie, so I don't know about what happens in the sequels of the shows.
I think I've seen part of it. I haven't
Yeah.
seen a lot, but I've seen part of it.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
But
I
it
see
looks
how
like it's
Rumble
fun,
does.
so.
I see how Rumble does. I keep checking other things, and like I'm like, why is my live stream like way back there on Rumble? And I look and see, oh, okay, I get it, because when I change windows, it's pausing it.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty cool feature, to be honest.
Huh.
But
Cool.
yeah, right now we have 3 people watching. Probably one of those is me. Earlier we did have 4 or 5 when I've actually looked and seen. So I would say we're doing pretty good. Consistent 2 viewers on Kick. One on my fish sure is me. And I don't think I've really got anything out of Twitch on this subject.
Oh yeah. No.
But that's fine. I know I've certainly enjoyed the crap out of this.
Yes, I have to.
We're gonna have to do this more often when we have time to do it.
We do.
Currently it says we are at 18 raw views on, that's what it said earlier, so I don't know if it's still that or not. On Rumble. I will take 18 views. Especially
Yeah,
as it's considering we're just starting out. This is literally the 2nd episode.
Yes.
I was gonna try and finish my Paladin playthrough on Baldur's Gate with but I'm seriously thinking about just restarting that one and just
Oh yeah.
one episode, brand new character, and just one character that does nothing more than just play Baldur's Gate. I think that's what I'm going to do. Dude, I don't think it's crossplay, but you should tell, if you get a gaming PC, you definitely need to pick up Baldur's Gate 3, and we can just go play Baldur's Gate together.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yes, I enjoyed the crap out of that. I'm definitely a fan of RPGs, so definitely fun. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't think I would recommend you picking up something like this or a Steam Deck. I would think I would recommend you picking up a gaming computer.
Yeah.
People I recommend this to is somebody who has a gaming computer, who would like to take it on the go and can find a little bit of extra cash. But if you're gonna do that, it would just be better to wait till Steam Deck goes on sale and pick that up.
Yes.
It's just a better system over there. I'm trying to think, is there anything else we need to discuss? I think we're pretty much done.
There's nothing I can think of off the top of my head at the moment.
Well, I have an important question for you.
What?
Where, if anywhere, do you want people to find you, or if you not want anybody to find you just yet?
Well, I do have a new X, formerly known as Twitter. It's under the Albino Monkey Wizard.
Albino Monkey
You can find me
Wizard.
there. Yep, I haven't
And
posted anything on there yet.
I need to find you. Let's see if we can find you. Oh, where is?
I'm pretty sure it's under Albino Monkey Wizard. That's why that's my username as. So we'll see.
Where is it? Here it is. I was looking for the search button. It's Explore. Albino Monkey Wizard.
Yep.
Is that Monkey EY or Monkey?
EY, yeah.
Okay. Did you use that logo essentially? Wait 1 second.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Give me 1 second, man.
All right, you're good.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
All right, you're good.
My wife is on the way home, and the boy is like he was gonna stay with Gigi's and all that today, but apparently he is determined he's gonna come back home. Can you send me a link to your X or Twitter or Twixer?
Yeah, I can.
Whatever you want to call it. And that way,
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
and I'll go ahead and that way I can share it and show people where to find you. And
All right.
hey, have you got the let me upload that file, or you can upload it to your Twitter.
I don't think I have a Twitter. I think I just have the X and the YouTube channel.
X is the same thing. If you want to create a
Okay.
YouTube, if you want to create
Okay.
if you want to create a YouTube channel, that's just whatever you want to call it.
All right.
Yeah, if you want to use that that logo, I made it for you. Feel free to use it as you want, my friend.
All right.
If you want to upload that to your X and YouTube, go for it. Speaking of, you said you made a YouTube channel. You gonna start making content or doing some live streams over there?
Well, I've had it for a while. It's just I've never posted really anything on it on there, but it's Immortal Chief 25.
Immortal Chief 25.
Yes.
Sounds pretty good. And let's see, get that X, and I tell you what, I will send you mine. What is mine? See if there's a way to like just search. Here, I'll just type out because I know mine pretty good.
All right. Well, I think I'm fixing to clock out of here.
Go right ahead. I was gonna just try and share out your Twitter before, or X or whatever, before
All right.
I got off myself. If you can add that handle right there, I'll
Okay.
I'll go ahead and share out your account, and we will be And I'm gonna be ending it because my wife's on the way home. Besides, Ari was
All right.
planning on
All right,
getting.
good. So what?
I was already planning on wrapping it up anyway when she said that anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, it has been fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
I have to definitely got to do it again sometime.
Oh yeah.
Were you able to find me on X?
Yeah, I'll find it on. You haven't pulled it up yet, but
All right. I was gonna go ahead and even if I had to do it after you got off, I was gonna try and share out your Twitter. And like I said, if you want to add that image to your Twitter, if you don't have an image, go for it.
all right. That sounds good too. Well, we'll talk to you after a while.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right. And that's pretty much gonna wrap us up for today. If Monkey Wizard there sends his account, we will make sure we're not doing all right. If he sends his Twitter account, I will definitely share it out if he does it before I get off of here. Otherwise, we're just gonna go ahead and end it. I don't know on Rumble, which we had a little bit of hiccup at the beginning. We're gonna have to work through it all before we really get this into a good rhythm. But we've been literally going for over 2 hours, at 2 hours and 16 minutes on everywhere but Rumble, and that would be because I forget to get those keys changed on Rumble. I don't know why I have to change the keys every time, but I do. I don't know what that is. But let's see here. Maybe that is him there saying he just added me. Let's see here. Not getting a notification. Not getting a notification on that. At AlbinoMonkeyWizard. See if we can get. Yeah, he sent me the link or the account, but it's just not. Oh no, it didn't. Oh no, it's not pulling up. So we're gonna probably go ahead and end this. I could talk about the MSI Steam Deck, but we'll either share that for another day or just do something else. But yeah, I mentioned earlier I am seriously thinking about doing some D&D over the internet. I'm not sure when or what campaign we're gonna do. Probably I've got Horde of the Dragon Queen. I'll probably do something with that since I'm gonna be doing Frost Maiden with a local. We might just do something completely different. Heck, we might even do the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. That's pretty combat heavy. I'll make a good stream bit, but we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna get on out of here. I've got to get new boots. I don't know about y'all, but I've got to get new boots. I literally come home from work yesterday and whoa, 63 raw views on Rumble. Huge. 6 people watching, and now I'm having to end it. 5 people watching. I want to thank everybody watching and has viewed this and is gonna view this. Y'all are awesome. Totally awesome. And I'm really enjoying Rumble and the fact, I'm actually seeing more people view me over on Rumble. If y'all want to shout out in chat, it would be awesome. I will find a way to put your chat up. I have not found a way yet. I know how to do it with Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. But Social Stream Ninja does not like importing in the chat for Rumble. I do not know why. I asked the guy who runs it. He said he thought it would work. I'm not seeing a way for make it work. Maybe I just got to get better at it. But I'm gonna keep tinkering with it over the next little bit. We're gonna make sure we keep streaming on Rumble every time. And yeah, please keep watching. Follow on your accounts as you need to. Like, subscribe, whatever it is. I know those terms are very different on there. I'm not asking you to spend money. I'm just saying, hey, keep my channel in mind and click that little button that says I want to see more from this guy, and click like if you like it. Don't do either of those if you don't like it. If you're not enjoying this, don't worry about it. Do something else. But yeah, I'm about to go get ready and go get some boots because, like I said, I took my boots off yesterday and my feet were hurting. I got a callus on there. It's like, what is this? I let them go too long. No, TMI, too much information. But yeah, I usually let stuff work. I didn't realize it got that bad, but I gotta go because I cannot go work 8 hours a night with that again. But I do want y'all all to have fun and have a great day, a great weekend, and a great time. And hopefully we'll be able to do this next week. If just even 1 or 2 people are able to do it, I'll get them in. If not, it may just be me. But if I've got time, I'm not sure it's going to be Friday, Saturday, or when, but I'm going to try and at least once a week do a podcast. We might even just restart about spooky stuff. Seeing fake reports about 10-foot aliens. It might be fun to cover some of that. We could have some fun. But y'all have a great day. I will catch y'all later. Thank y'all so much. We're going to